What's going on, guys? EliteSmith here, and today I am going to be bringing you one of the games that I have been obsessed with for a long time now, and it's Warframe. Now, it is available on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC, and let's get into it. It's going to be a introduction video into it, and I hope you guys do pick it up if you haven't already, because it is fantastic. Now, this is the ship that you start in. This is like your menu basically, and it's fully customizable, as you can see, and as you've probably already guessed from my thumbnails, I am obsessed with blue, black and silver. So we've just had this bit added at the bottom recently in an update. This game is all free to play. You can gain everything out of it by in-game, or you can purchase platinum to hurry yourself along if you want to. Now, if we make our way over here to the Foundry, this is where you build everything from your warframes to your weapons to help in game, like these ammo restore, health restore, so on and so forth. You've got your weapons, you've got your frames. There is just so many to do. If we go on to components, these are all the resources you can pick up whilst you are in missions, which I will show you the planets and everything in a minute. And that's probably not even half of them, there is that many on here, it's unreal. And then we move over to this little guy here. He is known as a sentinel. Basically he's like a companion. This one's called Helios, and he scans the enemies, and then basically in your codex it'll reveal the weaknesses, the mods that they drop for your frames and your weapons, so on and so forth. I think there's about 6 or 7, possibly a couple more of these little guys that you can get to go around with you on your missions. And then we move over to this little guy here who's fast asleep at the moment, and he's what's known as a Kubro. It's another companion, and there are 5 types of these. We've just had a new one recently. I have 4 of them at the moment. If we go over to Stasis, I've got one called Electra, which is this one, and it's one of my favourite ones. It is my first Kubro I ever got, and it just looks so nice, and it rips enemies apart. We've got Hunter, which he looks like a little bear, and he's fierce as well. These all have their own special abilities, special mods that you can put on them. And this one's Storm, who looks like she could do with a couple of meals, but still rips enemies apart. And then we have Shadow here, who's still a little pup. He hasn't matured yet, but I am looking forward to getting in battle with him. And you can customise these as well, guys. It's fully customizable, this game is, from your weapons to your frames, everything basically. And here we go to one of the best parts of the game, the mods. Now, there are thousands of mods, and they go in different rarities. We have primed here, which there is only a specific way of getting those. You go into a relay on a planet which is like a social space where all other online players are, and they have special times that a certain person's there, and you can get these primed mods off of him. Then you have rare, which some of these mods are really rare to get, others not so. And if we move along here for a couple of hours, because I am quite the collector, I like to collect them, we have uncommon here, which again, some of them are actually quite hard to get. Well, some of them should be rare, to be honest, if they're that hard to get. And then we have common. Now, as you can see at the bottom, let's just find one, say stretch here. You'll notice at the bottom of the mod that there are 5 lights. Those are your levels on your mod. You can upgrade all these mods, and they get stronger as you upgrade them. And when you're in your missions, you will come across things, the mods themselves, called fusion cores, which are here. And these basically level your mods up. I mean, as you can see, I've got 464 of those ones. You can just save them, and then specific mods that you do want to level up that will help you on your missions, you level them up. You've got transmute, up here, which is basically you can combine 4 unranked mods and you have a chance at a rare mod. Sometimes it'll give you an uncommon, but there's certain mods out there that are really hard to get, so that's a good way of getting those. And if we just move up here now, this is the marketplace. This is where you can buy platinum from. If you look in the top left now, you'll see I've got 2.7 million credits, and just to the right of that I've got 558 platinum, which is what you can buy. And you can also get prime parts in the game, which you can sell. There is a trading on this game, and you can sell it to other players for platinum, so you can earn platinum in game as well as purchasing it yourself, which I think is really good. I mean, these are all the Warframes at the moment, so it's not including the prime Warframes. As you can see, I'm Ash Prime at the moment. That's normal Ash. The Ash Prime is just a better version of it, and you can find all the blueprints and that out in the game. They are really good. And if we just take a quick preview, these are all your primary weapons. Well, not all of them, sorry. There is an option on here where you can create a clan, join dojo, and then you create labs in there which you research for other weapons, and there are other primaries in there. These are your secondaries. There is a lot there, and some of them are really fun to use. And then melee weapons. I think there's more melee weapons than most things, but a lot of them are really fun. You've got equipment, as you saw earlier, Kubros. You can get Kubro eggs from here if you don't want to go out and farm them. You've got all sorts of gene masking kits, so you can change the look of them to how you want.
A new alert has begun.
You've got colour palettes for basically, like I say, you can customise everything. So there's certain colour palettes you like, you can go at those. You can buy mod packs from here if you want to. It's just so in depth. There's so much you can do on this game. And now we will take you down to the arsenal, which is where you put all your build together. Now, as I explained earlier, I'm Ash Prime at the moment. He is my favourite frame at the moment. But you've got Ember Prime, there's Loki Prime that I haven't used yet, as you can see he's unranked, Messer, and I've customised all these, I have to. This was my very first Warframe and I still think he looks awesome. Excalibur, you do get to choose out of 3 Warframes at the beginning. I would really recommend Excalibur. He is really good. So if I go on to upgrade now, this is where you install all your mods. If you look to the top left, you can see a capacity. Now each Warframe, weapon, companion goes up to level 30. Now your capacity, you get 1 per level. Now as you can see, I've got 2 out of 74 and I am level 30, I'm max level. But if we go on actions here, you can see just between where I can't go on, it says upgraded. You can buy an Orokin reactor, which you can get from alerts, which I'll explain in a minute. And then it doubles your capacity, basically, so you can make your Warframe a lot stronger. And then you've got up here, which is an aura mod slot. You put an aura mod in there on the right polarity. If I remove that, if I can. Nope, I can't at the moment. But yeah, rifle lamp there. You've got like a little V next to the 14, that's a polarity. And rifle lamp has that little V. So that'll give you 14 capacity straight away without even any levelling on it. Then you've got all sorts of weapons. Bolter Prime is my favourite primary, it just decimates anything. Hickow Prime, I've got a lovely little mod on here which is one of my favourites called Concealed Explosives, which has an 80% chance to explode on impact. And with Hickow Prime, they fire so quickly you can just throw them into a room and any enemy in there is pretty much toast. These are my favourite melee, the Cronin, and they just cut enemies to bits, and I mean literally, you can see limbs flying everywhere. He's my little companion that I was on about, my Helios. He is my favourite one because I am trying to scan up all my codex at the moment and basically build it up. and I shall take you to the codex now, and we'll go have a look at that.
If I may say, operator, your chosen Warframe.
That's Audis who's talking now. He's your AI. Yeah, as you can see here, if I go on to enemies, here's the codex. I have maxed. You have to scan them so many times to fully max them. We'll go on. Let's have a look. See which one's got a lot of mods. Yeah, the Kubros. These are the Kubros that attack you on Earth and so forth. As you can see, it gives you all the weaknesses, how many scans you need, and then these are all the mods that they can drop, and then it gives you a little bit of a description at the bottom of where they come from. Now, as you can see, if I scroll down, I have not hardly got any of them yet, and I have been playing this game for quite a bit, so it is a really big game and there is so much to do on it. We've got training. If there's some things you're unsure about, just pop on here, it'll explain it all to you. You have quests on here, and they've just introduced a cinematic quest as well, which was a really big thing. And then all your different mission types, what you're going to get onto the planets. Now we shall just go onto the planets here, and as you can see, these are all your planets. I haven't unlocked them all yet. You start off on Mercury, there you come on, and these are all your different types of missions: exterminate, sabotage, spy, exterminate again, and you will get to, eventually once you've done them, to this icon, which is the boss of that planet. Now he'll drop blueprints of weapons, other bosses drop blueprints of frames, so on and so forth. If you look up here and you press R2, you've got quests, you've got alerts, which are timed alerts, and they give you all sorts of different rewards. It can be anything depending on what they're doing. Invasions are a big thing. I will get into those in another video. As the syndicates, they're pretty in-depth. And then this is a little event they've got on at the moment called Sorties. It is a really high level thing. Some of them are really difficult to do, but just to give you a little brief thing of what goes on, they always have events. So guys, this is Warframe. If you did like this video, please hit that like button. I will be uploading more to have more in depth. I have also ordered a webcam, so I am going to be putting my face on my video soon, so you can put a face to my voice. So until next time then guys, I hope you have enjoyed it. I'm out.